Tourists have suffered a defeat in the opening.
Times half red, settles light on, racing at the dock, and El Madar jumped away all right. El Madar going faster than at the dock early. They are heading for the inner. Over on the rails, Zarina Maritza has jumped away well. Kaya Jade and Magical Times are prominent. Nareen just behind them, followed by Courier Bell, and then over on the outside of them is Emily's, followed by Spirit of Infield. At the docks, got back in the field behind El Madar. They're giving the leaders at least 5 lengths start when they settle down and race to the course proper. Here Magical Times is in the van from Kaya Jade. Zarina Maritza the inside. Emily's is close up, and then Nareen. El Madar called on for a run, 2.5 lengths off the lead, and at the dock is 2 lengths behind her from Courier Bell, Sentimental Girl, Spirit of Infield, and then Wolverton Princess inside the 200. Magical Times with a nice lead, more than 2 lengths in front. At the dock running on from El Madar. Magical Times in the lead at the dock, coming very fast. They hit the line, and Magical Times has just lasted, I think, to beat at the dock. El Madar has run third, and they were followed by Nareen, and behind them came Sentimental Girl from Kaya Jade, Pray for Success, Emily's, Courier Bell, Zarina Maritza, Plush Marie, and then Wolverton Princess and Spirit of Infield. They've broken the minute in the first race, and the judge seeks the aid of the camera to decide here between Magical Times, ridden by G. Eads, and At the Dock, ridden by G. Murphy. Camera finished between 12 has got it. Magical Times, ridden by G. Eads. Number 12, Magical Times, G. Eads was first. Assembled. The light is on, racing. Wise Child was a bit slow to begin, and Papal Princess dropped a last early. And one of the first out, Divine Star. Ladies of Wino got away very well. Delectable is up in a handy position, and Ebullience is in a prominent spot, and West of France is just behind them as the field settles down. And after about 300 metres, Ladies of Wino leads by about 2 lengths over West of France from Divine Star. They're followed by Sonzy Mary, Ebullience, Polly's Molly racing wide. Delectable is next, about a length farther away is Mull about midfield, being followed then by Chiselle, and racing with them is Crench and Lass. In behind them about 1.5 lengths away is Wise Child, being followed by Live Ash, Our Classic, and Papal Princess, and last of all is Queen Derby. They race to the bend, 600 to go. Ladies of Wino showing the way. Sonzy Mary tucked in behind on the inside as they make the run around the turn. West of France going up to join the leader. They're followed by Ebullience, and then over on the outside is Divine Star. Mull about 5 lengths off the lead, called on for a run, and then Chiselle, and behind them Crench and Lass, and Delectable out wide, giving them a big start inside the 300, and Ladies of Wino shows the way here over West of France. In behind them Sonzy Mary, Ebullience finishing fairly, and a gap farther away is Chiselle. Ladies of Wino being claimed by Ebullience and West of France. Ebullience hits the lead and wins it. Ebullience first, West of France second. I'd say Ladies of Wino's just run third, ahead of the fast finishing Live Ash, and behind them Chiselle, followed by Mull, then Sonzy Mary, and in the gap then to Crench and Lass from Delectable, Divine Star. They were followed then by remounting Demple Plains. Galloway Star coming up. Most of them are in. Penang Doll will be about the last one to come up for the True Course handicap. Woodward Girl set with Fortes near the outside. Now Long Jump has backed out. She's being trotted around behind the barrier. The fillies in the stall stand up all right, and attendant with Demple Plains. Long Jump, Apprentice R. Aitken in the saddle, trotting around about 25 or 30 metres behind the gates, being checked by a veterinary surgeon. Long Jump still trotting around, and we'll have to wait to find out the outcome of this examination. In the meantime, runners in the stall stand up well. The veterinary surgeon looking at Long Jump, who's been cleared to run. She's taken up towards the gates. She's drawn 3 next to Delphinium. Long Jump moves up. Starter gets to the platform. So they're ready for action in the third event on the program. There's the light. They're off. And it was a pretty fair dispatch too, although Squaw Beach immediately dropped to the rear. Kylie's Law and Long Jump first to appear from Delphinium. Penang Doll and Regal Dollar are handy, and they're followed by Chase the Roses and Fortes going around them. And in behind them, at the head of the others, is Galloway Star from Demple Plains on the fence. On settling down, and Fortes from the outside goes up to take the lead and show out by about 2 lengths over Long Jump on the outside of Kylie's Law. Chase the Roses is next, and then Penang Doll, Regal Dollar, Juliet, they're being followed by Woodward Girl. Galactic Waste behind them, Galloway Star from Squaw Beach. Demple Plains about 10 or 12 lengths off the lead. Brussels Lace, Delphinium, Paint the Orchard and Grande Bay is last with about 850 metres to go. Fortes the pilot by about 2 lengths over Long Jump. Kylie's Law is next, and they're being followed by Chase the Roses. Over on the outside at the head of the others into a prominent position is Woodward Girl as they make the run up towards the turn. Penang Dollar's running about 6th, and then Regal Dollar and Demple Plains with only about 3 behind her as they race into the straight. 500 metres to go. Fortes holding sway by about 2 lengths over Regal Dollar on the inside of Kylie's Law, and then on the outside Penang Doll. Galactic Star is finishing gamely, getting a run through, and they're being followed by Delphinium, Chase the Roses, and well back as Demple Plains inside the 200. Kylie's Law takes the lead. Galactic Star coming very strongly at her at the inside, hits the lead now from Kylie's Law. Penang Doll well clear of Demple Plains, and Galactic Star has Galloway Star has won it from Kylie's Law. Third placing to Penang Doll, and they were followed then by Demple Plains, Delphinium, Fortes, Regal Dollar, Long Jump, and then Juliet, Paint the Orchard, Brussels Lace, Grande Bay, Woodward Bay, and then Squaw Beach and Chase the Roses back at the tail end. Judges' placings here in the True Course Handicap, race 3 on the program. The winner, number 1, Galloway Star, ridden by C. Browl. Number 1, Galloway Star, ridden by C. Browl, was first. Number 7, Kylie's Law, Stephen King was second. And number 4, Penang Doll, Estronerud, third. 1, 7 and 4. Galloway scored. Kylie's Law, Stephen King second, and Penang Doll, Estronerud third. Fourth, number 2, Demple Plains, T. Arnold, and the time 1:39. Them. So the light is on, ready to go, racing. Dancing Century jumped away all right. Angels Fly not mustering early speed. Party Bonnet away just fairly on the outside. Dancing Century inclined to go a bit greenly early in the event, and showing plenty of speed to race up into a prominent position is Miss Burton as the field settles down. And Miss Burton shows the way here by about 2 lengths over Swift Edition. Jade Amanda parked third on the inside. Dancing Century racing a bit ungenerously on the outside of those two, and they are being followed by Seclusive from Royal Cocotte, and then Annie's Booty, Loves Me Not, the Rails, Volatic and Angels Fly well back with Classic Treasure. Party Bonnet with only 2 behind her, Duchess Spot and Ranger Marie. It's Miss Burton a length and a half in front going to the 200. Swift Edition called on for a run in second placing, a gap to Jade Amanda. Double Century won't run a place. Angels Fly's running on, and there's one pulled up. Party Bonnet, Miss Burton in front. Swift Edition trying to get there, can't make it, and Miss Burton's won narrowly from Swift Edition. Angels Flies run third, followed by Jade Amanda, and behind them He Loves Me Not, Royal Cocotte, Seclusive, Volatic, and then came Double Century, Dancing Century knocked up. In behind them was Annie's Booty with Ranger Marie and Duchess Spot, and back at the rear Classic Treasure, and all outside. Now there's the light, ready to race. They're off, and it was a very good start too, and Sir Twist and Gold Machine have got away well. Speedboat Bill is just behind in the early part of the event, and Terillion is up in a prominent position, and Cavalli is coming around them quickly, and Wild Wind is in a reasonably good spot, and Zabil has only a couple behind him. When they settle down here, and the good battle for the lead, Cavalli the outside from Terillion now, and they're followed closely by Sir Twist, who is over on the inside. Legion is going up, Wild Wind is there, here, and they're followed by Coachman's Chill, who is also in a good position, and Speedboat Bill is back behind them, Classic Bay, and they are being followed well back in the field by Zabeel. They're very tightly bunched, and Opaletta's back at the rear, racing with Kingsgrove, and Barnawatta Lad is also well back, and Gold Machine is in a nice spot as they race up towards the turn into the straight, and Poor Vu is handy. They're homeward bound, 500 metres to go, and now Gold Machine, a narrow leader from Cavalli. Terillion between them, Sir Twist on the fence. Poor Vu called on for his effort. Zabeel down the outside, starting to run on, and Speedboat Bill is plugging away. Zabeel looms up and claims Gold Machine as they race to the 200 from Poor Vu, and then behind them is Speedboat Bill. It's Zabeel getting the upper hand and pulling away from Gold Machine, and then Poor Vu clear of the rest, and Zabeel will salute the judge clearly. Second Poor Vu, third Gold Machine, and they were followed by Kingsgrove, Opalette, and then Speedboat Bill. Behind them Sir Twist, Terillion, followed by Wild Wind, Coachman's Chill, Barnawatta Lad, Cavalli, and Classic Bay. There it is. They're off. And the starter caught them well too, and one of the first to show out was High Bailiff. Northern Realm and Clarion Call are going fast, and Caspian Town is handy, and Bourbon Boy is just behind them, and Beau Valiant is coming around them, and Valley of Fortune settles about the middle of the field. So they go up towards the 1200. Northern Realm in front from Clarion Call, Caspian Town third on the inside of Beau Valiant, then Bourbon Boy, High Bailiff, the rails. Valley of Fortune is next, followed by Bold Selection, Private Walker, and Springfield Lad racing with them, and then Duke of Oak Hill being followed by Intrigue, and Trev Centres last of all. 1,000 metres from the judge. Clarion Call, the pilot, leads by 2 lengths over Northern Realm under restraint. Caspian Town and Beau Valiant 3 wide on the outside of him. 2 lengths farther away is High Bailiff, who is close to the inside. Over on the outside is going up there, is at the head of the others is Bold Selection, and Bourbon Boy is racing with them from parenthesis. Back behind them, Northern Realm has lost ground. Valley of Fortune angling for a run as they turn into the straight, giving them about 5 lengths start as they settle for the run home now. 500 to go, and Clarion Call the leader by about a half length over Beau Valiant, ranging up on the outside. 1.5 lengths to High Bailiff, who's keeping Caspian Town and Valley of Fortune in a pocket. Valley of Fortune held up for a run, and Private Walker claiming them, and High Bailiff and Private Walker take over now. 2 lengths to Valley of Fortune into the clear, followed by Duke of Oak Hill. High Bailiff just in front. Private Walker trying to pick him up from Valley of Fortune. Private Walker and High Bailiff a ding-dong go. I think Private Walker's beaten High Bailiff in a tight one. Close for third to Valley of Fortune or Duke of Oak Hill, and they were followed closely by Trev Cent, and behind them Beau Valley and Caspian Town, then parenthesis Clarion Call, followed by Springfield Lad, and then Northern Realm well back. Intrigue, and Bourbon Boy was at the rear and last to come in with Mineral, Black and Fast. Brigand Star, the rider with a black cap, and the last to come in will be Ceremonial Parade. Lighters on, ready to jump. They're racing. Down on the inside, Extended Family got away all right. King of Berwick has dropped in behind them. Demon Fever is showing a lot of speed. Bon Vitesse is going to settle in a nice spot, and they're being closely attended over on the outside by Rare Chance, who's occupying a forward berth. Also there in the early part of the race is Brigand Star. At the head of the others is Black and Fast, who's in a nice position, and another one showing speed is Head Piper. So they've settled down with about 700 to go, and Demon Fever down on the inside is one of the leaders here, with Showtime Crony handy and Bon Vitesse just behind the pace. Rare Chance in a reasonable position. Black and Fast is right in the forefront, and they're being followed by Head Piper under the whip. Grey Court behind them looking for the way through, and back behind them is Brigand Star, Extended Family, and Barrel Lunch is running on from Such Friction. 300 metres to go, and Black and Fast has hit the front. It's Black and Fast going away for Murphy here with a big lead. Bon Vitesse is plugging away with Demon Fever, and Barrel Lunch will run a drum, but Black and Fast at his first race is too good for Barrel Lunch, and then Demon Fever, and Black and Fast won by 3.5 lengths to Barrel Lunch. Demon Fever third, and they were followed then by Bon Vitesse, Ceremonial Parade, Grey Court from Rare Chance, King of Berwick, and then came Showtime Crony, Shivers and Ice, Such Friction, Brigand Star, Extended Family, Early, from Tequila Prince, and then Head Piper, Mr. Addington, and Mineral was back at the rear with Red Nam. So they're ready for action. Race 8, the light is on. They're off. Norfolk Honor a bit slow to begin, and so is Arctic Blur. Purposefully has jumped away well. Hello Angel prominent. From Durham Rivers and then Surfleet, Dandy Andy, Scar Villa, Blazing Sand, Overstate, Norfolk Honor, Prince of Kingston, Just Eartha, Hall Strong, and Regimental March with Arctic Blur at the rear. So they go up towards the 1600 metres point, and Durham Rivers takes over the lead from Hello Angel. Surfleet is third, then Dandy Andy. Purposefully they put the brakes on, and there's some crowding. Blazing Sand on the inside of Overstate from Scarvilla. Prince of Kingston about 8 lengths from the lead, racing with Norfolk Honor. About a length farther away, Hall Strong from Just Eartha, and then Arctic Blur, and Regimental March is last, but he's only about 14 lengths off the lead. Durham Rivers the pilot at the 1200 by a length over Surfleet. 2 lengths farther away, Overstate, racing with Hello Angel, then Blazing Sand. Dandy Andy is about 6 from Purposefully. Prince of Kingston just behind them, and they're being followed at the head of the others by Scarvilla, and then Norfolk Honor and racing in company with Hall Strong from Just Eartha, Arctic Blur, and Regimental March. With about 850 metres to go, Durham Rivers leading by about a half length over Surfleet. Overstate is travelling wide, then Blazing Sand. Hello Angel is next, and then Dandy Andy. Prince of Kingston only about 5 lengths or so off the lead. Scarvilla on the outside of him, and then Hall Strong followed by Just Eartha as they race to the turn into the straight. 550 metres to go. Durham Rivers being challenged by Overstate on the outside. Surfleet trying to cling between them. A gap of a length and a half to Dandy Andy, now called on for his run. Prince of Kingston winding up, looks a real danger, and then Blazing Sand, a gap Hall Strong. Durham Rivers fights off some challenges at the 200, but Dandy Andy and Prince of Kingston are racing to him now. Prince of Kingston and Dandy Andy beat off Durham Rivers. Dandy Andy the inside, Prince of Kingston the outside. It's White and Oliver, and White goes best on Dandy Andy, and he carries 60 kilos to victory from Prince of Kingston. Durham Rivers runs third, and they were followed by Hall Strong, and then came Surfleet, followed by Regimental March, Norfolk Honor, Overstate, Just Eartha, Arctic Blur, Scarvilla, followed by Hello Angel and Blazing Sand. And ready to go. They're off, and it was a pretty fair break too, and Cape Canaveral, Zamzulu out all right. Molded Grain racing up into a prominent position. Irish Literature is handy, and Ben's Imperial settles just behind the pace. Governor's next, and Swinging Vine is trying to get around them. Unsettling down, and Molded Grain shows the way here by about a length and a half over Govern. Then Irish Literature, Swinging Vine wide. Go Willingly moving up. Ben's Imperial, Zamzulu racing with them. They're followed by Nasika, Cape Canaveral, Stony Rises. Weatherly out 3 wide, and Tough Bush racing with them. He's actually 4 wide, and they're being followed by Mountain Oak back with Money Review, and second last Alec Wheeler, and Royal Variety is at the rear. Going towards the 1200, and Go Willingly took over the lead from Molded Grain, and Kleiner Reef in second placing. Irish Literature next, and then Govern. Swinging Vine hasn't been able to get on the track. Ben's Imperial following them. Zamzulu is parked over on the inside. Nasika gaining some ground. Cape Canaveral back behind them in partnership with Royal Variety, who is going up out wide, and they're being followed by Mountain Oak and Money Review. Stony Rises, and back at the rear is Alec Wheeler with about 850 metres to go, and Molded Grain has moved up to be in the van here. It's Molded Grain with Weatherly moving up on the outside to join in, and they're being followed closely by Royal Variety. Swinging Vine is there, but he's being wide all the way, and over on the inside Go Willingly looking for the way out, and they're being followed by Govern. Irish Literature and Money Review is pulled out wide as they turn for home, and so is Stony Rises into the straight and going to the 400, and Molded Grain is the leader here by about a length and a half. Over in second placing Swinging Vine, who's trying to bridge the gap, and they're being followed by Ben's Imperial, Govern, and out wider Zamzulu, Cape Canaveral, and Money Review with a job in front of him. Swinging Vine tackling Molded Grain from Zamzulu, and then Ben's Imperial. Swinging Vine gets to the front from Zamzulu, and then Ben's Imperial and Money Review, and Swinging Vine wins it.